welcome back to my channel. It's me, Danae Kiara. Clearly, hopefully, you should know that already. If you don't, welcome. So today I'm actually going to be doing a favorites video. Favorites of 2019. I've never done a favorites video. I've never done a lot of things, but you know, it's okay. It's neither here nor there. But 2019 probably was one of the worst years that I have ever had in my entire life. I can honestly say it's by far like probably the worst year ever. And I'm praying that 2020 is gonna be okay. But as of right now, it doesn't seem to be going that way. But even with all the bad stuff that has happened in 2019, I still had some favorites. So I am going to get right down to the nitty gritty of all my favorites. So the first up is makeup. Now, I don't wear a lot of makeup, and this is not a makeup channel, so please do not see this as like the holy grail of like, oh, I gotta buy. No, please don't. I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, I don't even have makeup on. So yeah, I'm not an authority on makeup. That's not what I do. That's not who I am. So please be advised. I'm just gonna show you everything that I like, even though 9 times out of 10 I'm doing something a very, very natural face. And I apologize for the sound because I don't have, my setup is a little crazy today, so sorry guys. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the Born This Way foundation, and I am in the color Praline. Now, some people might think that the color is kind of too dark, but I honestly don't know if I'm still this color because this is probably like my summer shade, maybe. I'm not sure. Sometimes it actually works in the winter, but I don't really know. It depends. So I actually bought this foundation. I have seen this foundation before come up on plenty of, you know, different YouTube channels, and I was like, maybe should I don't know. And then Jackie Aina, who is one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, Jackie Aina, she ended up doing a collab with Too Faced and Born This Way foundation, and she extended the shades, which is so freaking amazing because obviously you guys have seen my sister. My sister is super dark, and so she's super dark skinned, and so I always try to choose brands that if they don't have a shade for her, then you're not gonna work for me. I'm sorry, that's just something that's in me to do. It's like, why would I wear something that my sister can't wear either? And not saying that, you know, those brands who don't have shades for my sister aren't good. It's just, I feel like you're not being supportive of her, and that's my sister. You know, if you don't have makeup for my sister and you're not being supportive of my sister for being dark, then I don't need you in my makeup closet or my makeup kit at all. I don't need to be involved with you. But yeah, so when Jackie Aina did the collab with this brand, I had to do it. I had to go out and buy one, and oh my god, it's exactly what Jackie says it is. It's freaking amazing. It's one of my favorite foundations, and it's funny because I actually use the Fenty foundation, and I still prefer this over the Fenty foundation. And I know somebody's gonna throw a dang on stone at me, but it is what it is. You know, sometimes certain skin textures and things, you know, you like what you like, and this is definitely top notch. And because I have the foundation, I had to get the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. Sorry about, there's a plastic bag right on my side and it's moving around, but this is the concealer that goes with this foundation, and yeah, I can't say enough about this. I have this in sand. This is actually like, this is not gonna highlight me. This is more for like when I don't want any, I use this for like, how do I explain it? For when I don't have a full face of makeup on, I use this. I just use the concealer. I do like touch-ups and under the eyes and stuff like that, and it looks so bomb because it looks like my skin, but it still looks, it looks like my skin but better. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like I can cover up the blemishes, and oh my god, I can't say enough about this. So the next thing I want to show you guys is this palette right here. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. It's one of my favorite palettes in the world. It's a very neutral palette for me. It's bomb. I can't say enough about it. I love all the colors, all the shades. I'm a natural, like when I do my makeup, I like to look as natural as possible, and this, I experiment with this and I can never go wrong with this because it's not a whole lot of, like, the colors aren't like crazy colors or anything like that. I love everything about it, and I actually do love the Jackie Aina palette as well. Trust Issues is in the Jackie Aina palette. Trust Issues is that white, it looks white in the pan, but then when you actually put it on, it looks so gorgeous, and I love that as like an inner corner highlight. It's one of my favorite things in that palette, and I wish I had it, but I don't actually have the palette. I can't find it. I couldn't find it for this video, so I'm sorry guys. But yeah, the Jackie Aina palette, absolutely. So then the next thing I want to talk about is primer. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. My favorite primer for this year was the Farsali Skin 2 Blur. Now, I don't actually use this as a primer. I only use it when to mix into the foundation. Wow, why couldn't I figure out the word for that? Yeah, I use it to mix into the foundation because when I went looking for this, I saw like when it became a craze and everybody was using it as a primer, and then when I looked on the website, I saw that you can actually mix it into your foundation, and it gives it like a blurred finish, like a very nice, not blur, but like, not a blurred finish, but like a filter. It looks like a filter, and I started using it because of that. It just so happens that Jackie Aina does the same thing, and it's so weird, but yeah, it's amazing for like mixing with your foundation and blending into your foundation. So the next thing is the Fenty Beauty bronzers. These Fenty Beauty bronzers in the color, it's the Sunstalker in the color Beijing Gal. So hold on. This is the color. It's Beijing Gal. It's such a beautiful bronzer. I do not contour. I don't like contouring. I think sometimes contour has a tendency to look a bit heavy. Even bronzer can get a bit heavy depending on the person. But with this, like, a little goes a long way, and it looks beautiful. And I'd rather look sun-kissed than look snatched, you know? That's just my personal look. And again, I am a natural girl, so it is what it is. So the next thing I want to talk about is highlighters. So highlighter, one of my favorite highlighters of the year, because I have two, is, or it's probably, this is an old highlighter, but whatever. It's the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife, the Killawatt Trophy Wife. This is so freaking gorgeous. When I saw this, like when she first launched it and I saw this, like I was like, oh hell yeah, I gotta get this. This is beautiful. I know some people have a little bit of trouble with the shade because the shade has a tendency to come up green on certain people, and since it is a glitter highlight, because it is a glitter highlighter, you could go a little overboard with it, but I still love it. And I mean, if you put it on lightly, it looks so amazing. It looks sparkly, and it's just such a pretty highlighter. And so the next thing I want to show you guys is, if you can see it because it's red, it's the Patrick Starr and MAC collaboration, and this was the mineralized skin finish. in Baby It's Gold Outside. Wow. This, when I first saw Patrick use this highlighter on his channel when he was doing the collabs for MAC, I wasn't, not that I wasn't thrilled, I loved all of them, all the launches, and I couldn't really afford to get all the launches. I wish I could, but I had to get this. When I saw him use it, I had to get this. This was amazing. This is literally had to be one of like my secretly favorite highlighters ever. I love everything about it. It just looks so pretty, and man, Patrick did an amazing job on this. So then I'm actually going to talk about a brush and a sponge. So well, not a brush, but brushes. So my favorite brushes of this year was the It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics collab. I had never used any it still has highlighter on it. I've never used any brushes from BH Cosmetics, and then I tried it for the first time when I bought the palette, the It's My Ray Ray palette, and wow, these are some amazing brushes. Now I only have the highlighter brush, or what I use as the highlighter brush. This is the 4 brush, and this works amazing. It's so soft. Every single brush in the kit is just, it works so well. And so the next thing is the sponge. I don't actually have the sponge with me because the sponge needs a good washing. But it's the Real Techniques Miracle, what's it called? The Miracle Face and Body Sponge. So Real Techniques has a Miracle complexion sponge, which is like the same size almost as the Beauty Blender, but then they also have the super deluxe size, which is the face and body, and that's the one that I like to use because it cuts down the time. Since it's such a big sponge, it does cut down on time, and I can use it on my entire face, and it doesn't take like 15 minutes just to blend out my foundation. I actually do like that sponge. I know some people are like, wait, what? Over Beauty Blender? It's okay. I just like it. I don't know what I like about it, other than the fact that, you know, it's dirt cheap. Not dirt cheap, but you know, it is cheaper than a Beauty Blender, which usually costs about $20, and I think that sponge probably costs about $10. Can't beat that. Sorry. So then the next thing I want to talk about is the Fenty Beauty. It's actually the last makeup item. It's the Fenty Beauty's Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. I need a moment of silence for all lip glosses ever, because I keep repurchasing this because it's so amazing. This is one of Alyssa Ashley's favorites. It doesn't get sticky. It's not uncomfortable. It smells good. It makes my lips look shiny but not overly shiny. It's so amazing. Anytime I take pictures with this, I always love the way my lips look when I take pictures with this. It photographs so well. It's just, I love it so much. I do love it. I love it so much. I love everything about it. Fenty, again, Fenty hit me with that one. So in the next category I want to talk about is fashion. So I am a fashion channel. I do like clothes. I love clothes. I love to do fashion. That's really what this channel is, not so much makeup. And so I wanted to show you guys some of my favorite brands. I don't want to show you any like specific items because I'm one of those people who purchases from the same store, so I could have hundreds of items and I'll love every single one of them from the same brand, you know what I mean? So instead of showing you separate pieces and it being like a 3-hour freaking video, I'm just gonna show you the websites. So the first website that I love is the HGC Apparel. Now HGC Apparel is a black owned brand, and it is also a black Power brand. So you probably have seen it a lot on like Instagram. It's definitely an Instagram worthy brand. They sell t-shirts, jackets, different things, and all of the stuff on the website, all the stuff on the website says Black by popular demand. I love wearing these things outside in the street. I love wearing those items outside on the street because I have a tendency to get looks, and some people will look at me like I'm crazy. Some people will look at me like they're offended. Some people are scared because I guess they think I'm gonna like cause issues. I don't know. And I only had one person, one black lady look at me with like a stink face. Apparently, my dad caught it, not really me. She said that she looked at me with like a stink face, like she looked at the jacket, then looked at me, and like felt, I guess, offended by it. And to me, it was like, bitch, you don't know me. It was like I had to have a moment of like, bitch, you don't know me, because you really don't know. Like, I wear this stuff because I am half black, and I want to show that I'm half black, and I appreciate my culture, and I appreciate not just my black culture, but my Puerto Rican culture, because Puerto Ricans were blacks as well. They were Africans. So for people to look at me funny, or to feel like it's disrespectful for me to wear something that says Black Pride or Black Power, go to hell. Like, it's not about you. And if you feel offended, then that's your racism issue, not mine. So then the next thing I want to talk about is Meshki. Meshki is an Australian based brand, and again, this is one of my favorite brands. I love the brand because it's very basic. Like, it's not flashy, although they are doing a lot more flashy stuff this drop. They are doing a lot more flashy stuff this drop, but I love them for their basics. The sweatpants, the joggers, the sweatshirts, the crop tops, all the bodysuits, all of it. I love almost every single piece on the website. It's like, it's doing just enough with it makes an impact, but it's not like, it doesn't need to be flashy to make an impact. Like, I always feel like I look bougie. I look like, not really, I look casual but bougie when I wear Meshki. I always say that. It's like, oh, I look casual but I look bougie as hell. Like, who am I in Meshki? And I always love Meshki. It's so amazing what outfits that I'm able to create with Meshki, and just one Meshki item. You don't even need to. That's the beautiful thing about Meshki, is that if you buy one item, let's say you buy a t-shirt that's supposed to be a part of a set, that t-shirt you could wear with anything. It really, you don't have to wear it as a set. You can wear it with a pair of jeans, or it's just a great all around individual pieces, and then they work together cohesively, and I love the brand so much. So the next brand is Pretty Little Thing. Now, Pretty Little Thing, I can't say enough about that brand too. They are a UK owned brand, or a UK based brand. They are like the collab queens. I will say that they are the collab queens, because they collaborate. They've had like so many collabs. The Carl Kanai collab, Miss Jocelyn, Little Mix, Sweetie. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Wow, Maya Jama, I believe it was too. There were so many collabs, and they're so bomb. Like, every single collab that they do is so cute. There's at least one thing in there that I always get at least one thing out of every collab, because you just can't let certain items go. Oh, and Ashanti, she did the bathing suit collab. But you can never go wrong with Pretty Little Thing. And the great thing about Pretty Little Thing is they have so much stuff on the website. They have thousands and thousands of pieces on the website, so you can't go wrong. Like you're sure to find something in the massive closet that they have in your size, and if not, they always like just like do your due diligence, go back and check and see if they restock, because they do restock their items. And also pay attention to like the pink bars at the top. So some people don't pay attention to those, but they always have like coupons and coupon codes, 50% off, 40% off, 40% off with an extra 20% off, 80% off with an extra 20% off. Like, they do that stuff all the time. I feel like they be throwing their freaking clothes away, but they have so much stuff. I think they're just trying to get rid of things so that they can come out with new things. Who knows? But Pretty Little Thing is amazing, and I love the PLT collection. The PLT collection is bomb. So always. The next brand I want to talk about is Aldo's. Now, I'm pretty sure almost every mall has an Aldo's. I don't know, maybe I've never been out of the country, but Aldo's is a shoe store that I love Aldo's. Now, my mom actually prefers DSW, but I actually prefer Aldo's. Aldo's can range from like super cheap to like kind of expensive, so like maybe like $150 to like 30 something sometimes I've seen it as. My mom actually prefers DSW, and some people probably would because it is a designer shoe warehouse, but I actually like Aldo's. I always find a shoe in Aldo's, even when I go, like if I have to go out and I have to like I have a dinner or an event, Aldo's be coming through with the shoes with a quickness, like comfortable shoes with a quickness. So yeah, by far Aldo's is my favorite like shoe, like heels shoes, because I always wear sneakers and I prefer sneakers over heels. And if I could wear sneakers to any event, I will. I will try and find a way. So then the next brand that I want to talk about is Moon Specs. So Moon Specs, this is one of them, one of the ones that I have. Moon Specs is a eyeglasses brand. Now, I don't actually wear eyeglasses. I have 20/20 vision, but these are actually blue blocking lenses. So these lenses are designed to block artificial lighting and just bright lights, because I am light sensitive. I do have light sensitivity, and I do have this really big issue. Like sometimes it does hurt. I always have to like touch my eyes. If you see me touching my eyes, it's usually because like the lights is bothering me right now. Wow, the lights are definitely bothering me right now. There's a lot going on. So the lights always bother me. Let's put them on. Lights definitely bother me. Artificial lighting bothers me. The phones bother me. The freaking ring light that I have on right now. The just being in the living room. The TV. Even when I get in the car, the street lights and just the traffic lights, those bother me as well. It's a very like irritating pain that I feel, which is so weird because I have 20/20 vision, but then I'm light sensitive. So these help stop it without giving the unsightly yellow tint. So I'm able to watch TV or look at my phone screens or television screens or any screen without it being like having that yellowish tint to it. It looks very clear. It comes in very clear, and there's no freaking tint, which is amazing, because every blue blocking glasses, I swear, has a tint to them. I went shopping for days looking for a pair of blue light blocking glasses, and I was having a hard time because they all had like at least some type of tint to them, and these don't have any tint at all. So then the next thing I want to talk about is Jordans, but more specifically not Jordans, but Jordan 12s. So Jordan 12s have become a like favorite of 2019. They're so comfortable. They're probably the most comfortable Jordans in the entire collection. So I'm a sneaker fan. I love sneakers, and I do wear a lot of Jordan 1s. Jordan 1s, I like Jordan 1s. I like Jordan 4s. I like 5s, I believe. I like 12s. I can't even remember all the numbers that I actually do like. My dad, however, only used to wear 1s. He never wore any other number but 1s because he just didn't like the style of any of them. And then one day he saw a pair of all black Jordan 12s. Don't have them, or I can't find them. But he saw a pair of all black Jordan 12s. He tried them, he wanted them, like he liked the way that they looked. And I was so shocked when I was like, wait, what? You like a pair of Jordan 12s for real? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, you're actually gonna try these on? And he's like, yep. And he tried them on, and he fell in love with them from the first moment he tried them on. He was like, oh wow, these are the most comfortable sneakers that I own, really. He's like, by far they're the most comfortable sneakers that he owns. And now me and him have like started a 12 collection. Like almost every 12 that comes out, me and him are like, we're on it. So I have these are the reverse taxis. I have the red ones. I have like these pink and like silver ones. I don't know if they have like a specific name to them. I feel like I have another pair, but I'm not sure. And my dad has the gray and white ones that just came out, and he has the all black ones, and I believe he has another color as well that I can't think of right now. But yeah, Jordan 12s by far one of my favorite Jordans of all time. So then the next specific sneaker that I want to talk about is these are the custom made Air Force Ones. So these are custom. I don't have any pair of sneakers like these because these are not white. They're actually cream colored sneakers, which is so cool because I've never really seen, like, I usually see like beige, or I never see it like quite like this color and like all over. So initially they were going to be a full cream colored shoe, or a full sail, they call it sail, a full sail color shoe. And then when I went to do this line right here, it came in the sail color, but then it also came in this orange color, and I was very tempted, and I was like, wait a minute. And so I put the orange on, and I liked it, and then I put it on the back right here on the back, and I was like, oh my god, I love it even better with the orange on it. And now, so the reason why it has orange on it is because my grandfather last year in August, he passed away from leukemia. So leukemia, their support color is orange. And I also put his initials on the back, which is Wayne Barry Evans. I put his name on the back of the sneaker to kind of like as my tribute sneaker to him. And I call them poppies. I actually call them, the sneakers, poppies, because I always try to call them by the names that they're given, and I had to give these a name, and Poppy was only right because these were a tribute sneaker for him, and I miss him. I do. I miss him a lot.